earth, water, air, fire. Spirit, show us the energy so we may ascend higher. On our angels, guides, and ancestors we call to bring us messages for the highest good of all. Okay, and welcome. This is your Psychic Tarot reading for the new moon in Cancer. All right, we're going to pull Oracle and Tarot, but first I want to share with you what I got in meditation for your reading. Okay, so the first thing Spirit showed me was a bright star, and I heard Star Child speaking about you. Okay, and then I saw the sun, and I heard the sun will come out tomorrow. Have faith. Okay, and then I saw the moon. All right, fitting for our new moon reading. And I heard others will love you through you loving yourself. It's a reflection, okay, with this moon energy. All right. And the next thing I saw was knights on a battlefield. And then I heard the song Love is a Battlefield. All right. So you may have gone separate ways with someone, or this can be an aspect of yourself. I did hear the battle is over. Okay. And I'm just getting this image of like a battlefield, the battle being over, and now you are recovering and healing those wounds. Okay. The next thing I saw was a big chalice, a cup. Okay. And I got Ace of Cups energy. All right. So this is offering yourself love, unconditional love, compassion, kindness, gentleness, and understanding, and having patience with yourself, okay, through this healing and overcoming, okay? And Spirit wants you to have faith, to know that this is just temporary. You're healing, to trust the process, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with Moonology. All the cards have been thoroughly shuffled that we'll be using today. Do they need to know, please? Okay, on the bottom, we have a full moon in Aries. Fiery climax approaches. Ooh. Okay. So that Aries energy, fiery climax. It's giving me the energy of the sun will come out tomorrow. Okay. All right. And we have new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Okay. So going through this, this healing. Cancer is very loving, gentle, caring, self-loving, self-care energy. Okay, so you're being asked to meditate and contemplate. It's that reflection energy as well. What else do they need to know? Okay, and we have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. Also the sun too, the sun coming out, the sun will come out tomorrow. Have faith, right? Leo being the sun, getting this mirroring energy of sun and moon here. Okay. And then, okay, we have two. All right. And the first one is disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. Yes, it's like the battle is over. You can take a deep breath, trust the process, be patient. Yes. And then we have cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah. So I'm getting, I'm going to pull these up here. We'll get some from Time Travelers. Okay. So be bold and make the first move. This could be speaking about your, you know, following your dreams, taking the next step after this, right? Making the first making the first step. I just got the message immediately when I was saying that. I heard, you take the first step and the universe will catch you. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Let's get some from Time Travelers Oracle. You guys, look. There's the chalice. Yeah, that's what I saw in my vision. Okay. Ooh. Magic. Okay, so yeah, this outpouring of love for yourself, right? Self-love, love from spirit, the universe, angels, ancestors, right? Pouring this love to, and it's like we were saying, right? Pouring the love into yourself. Others will love you through you loving yourself, right? It's a reflection, this self-love, right? And this is how you manifest. This is magic, right? Through your feelings, what you feel. Absolutely. Okay. I need to know, please. Highest, good. Okay, and grounded. Yeah. And we have this coming right underneath this meditate and contemplate. Okay. This is a 17. Okay, that breaks down to an 8, which is about manifestation that we were just speaking about. Okay, that magic, your manifestation magic. All right. So, meditating and grounding within yourself is very important right now. Okay. What else, please? All right. And yes, courage, right? And this is an 8, another 8. Yeah. So 8s are important here. Okay. And this is Vikings in the New World. Okay. So courage on your new journey, okay? Shining your light, not letting your pride get in the way, or other people telling you what you should do, right? The new world, the new way, the new world. Yes, okay? And yeah, stability, all right? And this is a baobab tree in Africa. All right. Yeah. Falling under, take time to breathe out. Absolutely. This is helping with your, helping you feel stable, secure, your safety. Okay. I'm also getting ancestors here. Protection of ancestors. Okay, and your roots, absolutely. You might have been doing a lot of ancestral healing as well. Okay, just heard generational curse breaker. All right, and flow, the River Nile, Egypt. Okay, yeah, getting in the flow. And this is falling under be bold and make the first move, right? Getting in the flow. Absolutely. Okay. So, you know, really grounding yourself. This is giving me this grounding feeling too, as you're moving through this new phase, right? And trusting yourself, pouring love into yourself. And that is helping you become stable, safe, secure. Again, you are definitely protected. And this is getting you in the flow, right? And we were talking about projects, pursuing your dreams, right? Just heard moving on with your life. Okay, wow. All right, let's get some tarot. We're going to be using the pink tarot. And yeah, right here on the bottom, temperance, right? Tempering the energy, okay? Pouring this, it's a card of alchemy, right? Alchemizing the energy, pouring love into yourself. Absolutely. Okay. Do they need to know, please, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, and we've got 10 of Wands. So 10 is about end of an old cycle, beginning of a new cycle. Okay, and this is falling right on top of this. Meditate and grounded energy. All right. So this is the end of this, right? Like we were saying, the battle is over. So you can drop these burdens now, right? Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. 2 of Cups. Yes. Partnering with your higher self. I'm seeing this as you offering this cup to yourself right now. This self-love, pouring into yourself, loving yourself, and partnering with spirit angels, ancestors, guides, right? Absolutely. Dropping the burden, pouring into yourself, right? Not letting your pride get in the way, having the strength and courage. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and we have the 5 of Swords here. Okay. So again, see how they're like on a battlefield, and it's like the battle is over. So, you know, I'm getting this, you know, it kind of this acceptance, this walking away back here, you walking away from drama, conflict, betrayal, you know, just completely turning your back on that, and going your own way, right? Pouring into yourself, turning your back on all of this. Yeah. And here's Ace of Wands, divine inspiration, divine guidance, divine action. Yes. Okay. What else? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely. And these flipped over. We're going to take these too. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, yeah. Coming right on top of take time to breathe out and stability, right? Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. Okay, so it's not waiting around. It's slowly taking the steps so they stick, right? So slow and steady wins the race. Why? Because when you hurry through it, then the energy's not right. So by going slow and steady, planting your seeds, moving forward, okay, see how they're faced against this? Moving away from this betrayal and this battle energy. Absolutely, okay? And then the Ace of Wands came out again. So yeah, this is divine action, right? This is, like I said, this is not waiting around. This is taking slow, steady steps, right? Baby steps with yourself, with your life, right? And taking that action, getting that spark of inspiration, getting the messages, getting the downloads, having clarity, and taking those inspired action, okay? And the last tarot card that came out is Justice. This is your justice, right? You've, I just heard you've put in the work. You've done the work to work on yourself, to go through the shadow work, to be able to walk away from this conflict with your head held high, right? He has his head held high. And giving yourself love and cups, dropping these burdens that are no longer yours to carry, right? No longer accepting betrayal and hurt, being bold and confident, right? And again, I saw in my vision the knights on the battlefield, okay? And now that he is victoriously walking away, he has this divine inspiration, okay, and divine action. And this is your justice. This is going to bring flow and movement into your life, right? Be bold and make the first move. Justice. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to get a final message for you from the Starseed Oracle. Okay, and then we're going to read from the book. It's their final message. Okay. Oh, yes. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Yeah, like the sun and the moon. Yes. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Yeah. So it's like letting go of these burdens, right? But pouring all of this love into yourself and seeing the beauty in your spirit and your energy, and taking divine inspired action in spite of that, right? Not letting this battle, this heartache, this hurt, this betrayal make you bitter. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to read this one out of the book for you. Okay. Let's see. Fall into my arms. Beautiful. Yes. Yeah. And like we were saying, have faith. Have faith in the universe. Okay. Let me find it. Okay. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often, we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we are being rewarded. And when things go bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow. And it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. Absolutely. This experience has helped you learn and grow and find out things about yourself that you never knew before. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts. Yes. Hand over your fears, worries, burdens, doubts, sadness. Absolutely. Okay. To lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms. To remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. And the starseed activation is, I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, this is a beautiful way to end this message. This is beautiful energy. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you, guides, angels, ancestors, for speaking to me and through me for this collective message. We love you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. Your likes, subscribes, and comments mean the world to me, okay? So if this resonated, drop a, I surrender. I surrender to the universe. I have faith in myself and in the universe. Okay? All right. I love you guys. And until next time, peace.